Dispelling the myth: are all idiomatic expressions informal? Hello and welcome back to our Advanced English Vocabulary series. Today, we're discussing a common misconception in the world of idiomatic expressions: the idea that all idiomatic expressions are informal. If you've been avoiding idioms because you think they're only for casual conversations, stick around. You might be surprised by what you'll learn. The English language is rich and varied, and its idiomatic expressions are no exception. Idioms can be found across the entire spectrum of formality, from casual chats with friends to scholarly dissertations. The key is to understand the context in which they are most suitable. For instance, the idiom, kick the bucket, meaning, to die, is indeed quite informal and might not be appropriate for a serious discussion or formal writing. However, other idioms like, in a nutshell, meaning, in summary, or, the ball is in your court, meaning, it's your decision or turn to act, are often used in business and academic contexts. A common trait of more formal idiomatic expressions is that they often derive from classical literature, legal terminology, or even biblical references. Idioms such as, a wolf in sheep's clothing, referring to someone who appears friendly but is really dangerous, or, turn a blind eye, to ignore something you know is real, are used in both formal and informal contexts. Additionally, formal idiomatic expressions often sound more bookish or sophisticated and have a less colloquial feel than their informal counterparts. They're generally understood by well-educated English speakers and can add richness to your writing or speaking when used appropriately. 1. Consider your audience. Make sure the idiom you choose is well understood by the people you're communicating with. 2. Use idioms sparingly. In formal contexts, it's usually best to use idioms sparingly to avoid sounding too colloquial or informal. 3. When in doubt, opt for clear, straightforward language. Sometimes, the most effective way to communicate is directly, without the use of idiomatic expressions. So there you have it. The myth that idiomatic expressions are always informal is just that, a myth. Remember, idiomatic expressions can add color and depth to your language use, whether it's a casual conversation or a formal report. Practice discerning between idioms appropriate for formal and informal settings, and before you know it, you'll be using these expressions like a pro. Until our next lesson, keep learning, and happy language adventures.